Hello everyone, welcome to session 8 of LTEC 623 Digital Video Design. Believe it or not, we've actually made it to the halfway point of the semester. And because of that, I'm going to ask all of you to fill out the mid-semester course evaluation. Now this is just a simple evaluation so that I can get your opinion on how the class is going and what might be improved over the rest of the semester. This evaluation is anonymous and completely voluntary. You don't have to fill it out, but I'd really appreciate your feedback. Now, the Session 8 video is going to be pretty short because I'm going to be walking you through some video editing tutorials in different videos. But for now, I just want to emphasize the importance of the mid-semester course evaluation. And importantly, I'd like you to try to fill this out as soon as possible. In fact, if you could please try to fill this out by midnight tomorrow, which is Tuesday, October 9th. The information you share with me through this evaluation is going to be very important in how we proceed for the rest of Session 8 and onwards. So please try to get to that as soon as possible. I promise it won't take more than 5 minutes to fill out. There's just a couple of multiple choice questions and then 2 open-ended items. Let's take a moment to celebrate. We've gone from planning and storyboarding all the way to actual footage. This is fantastic progress. I'm very excited and happy to get this far. Now I know a few of you are still working and struggling to get your footage into WeVideo, so we're working on that. Stick with it. We'll get there. Of course, we're now entering the third stage of our video production process. We've gone from pre-production to production, and now in Session 8, we're focusing on post-production. And as we've talked about before, post-production refers to the task that must be completed after filming ends. So for the most part, we've finished our filming, and now it's time to actually focus on editing that raw footage into scenes, inserting transitions, and adding titles. And of course, we'll be using WeVideo or other software to do that. So let's talk a little bit about post-production tasks. The first thing that I want you to do is choose your video editor. Now, all of us have access to WeVideo, but you don't have to use WeVideo. If you're used to using some other software and you have access to that, that's fine. You can use Camtasia, you can use iMovie, you can use Final Cut. However, if you don't have anything to use, you can use WeVideo. Now keep in mind that my ability to support you with those other pieces of software will be slightly reduced simply because I may not have the exact setup that you have. And in addition, all of my how-to demos are going to be using WeVideo. So keep that in mind as you make your decision about which video editor you want to use. The second thing I want you to focus on is actually editing your video. So what does that mean? Well, that means you are going to, of course, remove the unwanted footage. You're going to choose the best shots or takes from your actual raw footage. And essentially, you want to create a narrative flow by arranging and rearranging scenes. And finally, you're going to add in effects and filters and other information to make your video feel like a final, polished, produced piece of educational video. Now, very importantly, if you are going to be using WeVideo, it's important that you switch to timeline mode. This is very confusing, and it's not the default setting. Now, the way that you switch to timeline mode is you press first on the 3 lines up in the upper left-hand corner. That opens up a menu that will slide out from the left-hand side. And then ultimately what you want to do is switch to timeline mode, which I've highlighted here. The default is story mode or storyboard mode. What you want is timeline mode. So go ahead and click that, and that's going to open up a lot of the advanced editing features. Finally, what I want to emphasize is that all of your videos should have a title sequence, closing credits, and some lower thirds. And importantly, make sure that your title is understandable and it's descriptive so that anybody can understand what it is. Try to avoid acronyms and jargon. Importantly, I want to point out that WeVideo has all kinds of pre-built text for titles, for callouts, for quotes, for lower thirds, and closing credits. And you can see here how to actually access those features that come with WeVideo. And finally, what you need to do is actually publish your finalized video. And I'll be sharing all of the details about how to do that in the days ahead. So that's all I wanted to cover for today, and I'm really keeping this short because I really want to wait till I hear back from you in regards to the mid-semester course evaluation. Congratulations again on shooting your raw footage. I'm really excited about where we're going. Have a good week. I'll see you in Canvas.